Branson, Missouri. And in the meantime, this old boy, you work with him out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he's a wonderful performer.
Been here in Branson, Missouri quite a while.
I've worked with him a couple times in Branson, but more in Las Vegas.
Would you introduce him?
Okay. I'm going to introduce him as what he really is today. I want you to make welcome Walter Brennan.
I got to thinking, back when I was a lad, of the old home place where I growed up, of the days both good and bad. My overalls were hand-me-downs. My shoes were full of holes. I used to walk 4 miles to school every day, through the rain, the sleet, and the cold. Well, I've seen many a night when my daddy would cry about the things his family would need, but all he ever got was bad land farms and several hungry mouths to feed. And yet, when all those things went wrong, Mama took the hymn book down and Mama sang a song. Many a night, I was rocked to sleep to a tune of What a Friend We Have in Jesus. Then come morning, Rock of Ages to wake me gentle once again. Then Daddy would reach up and take the Bible down and read it loud, loud and long. You know, maybe our home was blessed, because that's when Daddy would say, Mama, sing us a song. Sister left home first, I guess. Then there was Bobby, Tommy, and then Dan. And when Daddy's hair growed white, I became Mama's little man. But when Daddy's back growed weak, Mama's face growed strong. And them's were the best times of all, because that's when my Mama sang this song. The old home is still standing, don't get back much no more. No voices left to fill the halls, no steps to grace the floors. You see, my Mama is singing in heaven now, around God's golden throne. And I honestly believe that this world is a better place from that time when my Mama sang this song.
I thought you were going to fall. He is a tricky fall. Come here, sit down.
I don't want
to. You're going to get picked on, so you might as well join us.
Okay.
Hello, John.
Jimmy?
Yes, sir. How you doing? Look here. I seen your rehearsal a while ago, and you stand there when that song's over and you fall forward. You didn't do that then. I thought you fixed it then.
No, I wasn't going to fall forward because my equilibrium is not right today, and I'm liable to keep going. No, I didn't.
He's fallen on his head more than once.
Yeah,
that's one
right.
of the things wrong with him.
Yeah, he's caught me a lot of times, catching me, falling me when I...
Y'all worked together in Las Vegas?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, are you kidding me? We worked with the devil. We worked with the Legends in Concert. Yeah, we had a good time there. There's a guy that ran the place, was all right in his place, but he hasn't dug it yet. Yeah.
You know,
everybody liked him, yeah.
One year we didn't get him a Christmas present, and he complained, and we said, well, we got you a burial plot last year, and you hadn't used it yet.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, you did that. You sent him that. He says, hey, how come you didn't give me a present this year? He said, hey, you didn't use the one I gave you last year for a cemetery lot. He didn't take kindly to that. What about the time when I was on stage, and he asked me to do something with Marilyn Monroe? And I says, I think I can do this. I hope I can do this. He says to me, why don't you, when you go out there, grab the bench and take it from Marilyn Monroe, and she says, diamonds are a girl's best friend. And he, John, why don't you come out here and pick it, and you'll take up the... So I couldn't believe that he was asking me to do this. I was introducing the audience, I was doing the show. Now, I say to him, geez, I hope we don't get cut off. I said, why don't you put a broom up my behind, and while I'm going out there, I can sweep the floor. It went over real good.
Oh, he was.
I really asked. He said, he said to his brother, what did he mean by that? I said, John, no, he was bad.
Well, I know you told me something earlier today. You said you wasn't married.
No, I'm married.
You told me.
Oh, no. See, that was on that side. This side, I'm married.
I said, bring it on. You know what he told me? I'm going to just tell it like here. He told me he just living in this old gal.
No, he's married to her. I went to the wedding.
No, we went to different schools together.
It was legal.
That's right. Everybody tells you.
And her dad was so nervous he dropped the shotgun.
That's right. And she's 86 years old.
See, he don't believe a thing, but it's true.
No, it's the truth. She touched me one night. It says, it's like having old age creep up on you at night. Yeah.
I remember when we used to work together, Nelly's ain't misbehaving.
Oh, God.
You got a show down there.
That's still open there. That's still open, you know.
Well, Lenny took it back over, didn't she?
Yeah, she's back in there right now. She
is there a friend?
The 50s. 50s is playing
what's her name? He back here with her. What was
the Whitey, the guy, what was his name? The guy her boyfriend. The one, the fisherman. I don't know. It was Wain. He could have been Wain.
No, it was Carl Wain.
I don't know, but he's. I think they're still together. I'm not really sure.
We can't get into marriages here now. We'll run up some high numbers.
No, I don't. Well, some people collect stamps. He and I collect wives.
You collect grass.
He's had his share.
Really?
Yeah, leave him in there.
But I want to tell you something. You said earlier. I mean, you look great. I mean, I'm not kidding.
You do today.
And I can say this because I had 2 cataracts removed. I could see right through women's clothes. So I know that you look great. Go ahead. Have you ever seen him lost for words?
He's not.
I got Jim Owen here. He's full of it. Yeah, I sound like I got Mel Tillis on my ride over here. I've never heard you. Tell me about that hat you got on.
The hat I got on, well, I'll have to tell you the story, the whole story how it started, all right?
You got that Bill Clinton hair, don't you?
Anyway, you know, I had him in my show. I did 15 minutes of Walter Brennan in my show. So one day, somebody apparently saw my show. They knew the Brennan people, and they told him about me. And all of a sudden, I get this phone call, and he says, "I'm Bruce Brennan." I says, "Yes. Do I know you?" And she says, "Well, no, you don't know me, but you know my father." I says, "Who's that?" He says, "Walter Brennan." I says, "Oh, yeah." I said, "Yeah, I know him." He says, "Well, we got friends of ours saw your show, and they want me to talk to you." And so we get to going, and I get to talking to her. I said, "Have you heard me before?" She says, "No." She says, "Well, I'll do something for you from one of the recordings." And I did the part when I said to her, I said, "Is that all right?" She says, "Oh, no, fine." And I did, well, my mom is singing in heaven now, around God's golden throne. And when I was done, she was crying. Okay, and I said, "Ruth, you all right?" She said, "Oh, yeah." She says, I've never heard anybody do him with the feeling that you put into it, and so forth." And she says, I said, "Well, you know, years ago, I wanted to do his life story, but I didn't have anything on his life, you know, that I could really make him do justice for him." He says, "Well, what do you need?" And I told her, I said, "Well, I need some background music, and I need some, a lot about his life story, a biography or something, so forth." And she says, "Well, I'll see what I can do." 3 years went on. Now I said, "Well, it's time for me to call her," you know. So I called her, and she says, she never answered the phone. Then I kept calling again, and finally her daughter answered the phone. She says, I said, "My name is John Wain." She says, "Oh, I'm glad you called. My mother told me all about you and so forth." And she says, "She passed away a year ago." I says, "Oh." She says, "But she wants me to help you." She says, "What can I do?" I said, "You have anything on recording, any religious things?" She says, "Yes, World of Miracles. It's about Genesis from the Bible, and it's a graduation. It goes from the birth of Christ right on straight through to the resurrection and the crucifixion, and it's fantastic. We get PowerPoint. Now I'm doing this. The family's all excited about this whole thing. I've never been so happy in my life. I thought I was happy doing John Wain, but doing this because I'm doing something for people, you know, and you come to, and it's free. It's in churches all over the country. You want to call, you can put my website up there if you want to, www.aworldofmiracles.com. www.aworldofmiracles.com, and just pull it up, and we'd be glad to go to any church, and there's no charge. It's a 50-minute presentation, and when you're on that site, pull up the testimonial letters. Believe me.
Okay, John, I've got to pay a light bill right here. I got to pay this light bill right now, real quick. Then I want you to come back and do, well, which one? Old River?
Why don't I do Old Rivers, sir?
Do Old Rivers right after these words about Lucas Oil Products. And we're really short of time, and let's get right into this little song right here. He's a character, isn't he?
Yes, he is, but this is a great song. This is Old Rivers.
Right here.
How old was I when I first seen Old Rivers? Well, I just can't remember when he went around. You know, that old fella did a heap of work. Spent most of his life walking plowed grounds. He had a one-room shack not far from us. I guess we were as poor as him. He had one old mule he called Midnight. I used to watch him plow those rows straight and deep. And I'd tag along behind, busting up clods with my own bare feet. You see, Old Rivers was a friend of mine. With the sun up high and the mules are working, Old Rivers would say, whoa, lean back on the reins, wipe his brow, and talk about the place where he's gonna go. Now, one of these days, I'm gonna climb that mountain, walk up there among them clouds where the cotton's high and the corns are growing. Ain't no fields to plow. You know, I got a letter the other day from the folks back home. They're all fine, crops are dried. Down near the end, Mom said, you know, son, Old Rivers died. We're sitting here now on this new plowed earth, looking for some place in the shade. With the sun beating down across the fields, I see that mule, Old Rivers, and me. Now, one of these days, I'm going to climb that mountain, walk up there among them clouds where the cotton's high and the corns are growing. Ain't no fields to plow. With the sun beating down across the fields, I see that mule, Old Rivers, and me.
Perfect. Oh, he almost did it, Ted.
That's John Wain.
We got to go. We're out of time.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here, Brother John.
John, thank you very much. That was excellent.
I'll be here next week.
That's excellent. Yeah.
Come out anytime.
And we're proud of you.
Thank you.
And thanks for doing it. Stay with us. You can wave
okay,
goodbye
well,
with us. That's all we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to tell them out there.
We got 15 seconds.
Visit Gene's website.
Jim Owen's website.
Visit my website,
Right
JimOwenMusic.com.
Buy Lucas Oil Products
And John Wayne.
and John Wayne Products.